Hello once again and welcome to the second part of the tutorial on sections. Today we're just going to complete the second half of the sections, and in summary, on the last video we went through putting some notes in and correcting some composites and showing them as suspended timber floor frames and putting in some line work and fills and tiles and stuff like that, just add a bit more detail to the plans. Today, what we want to do is put in the earth line and also the fill. And what we can do for this one is, because I've already got the elevations drawn up, what we can do is actually just copy the earth and the earth line, and we can paste it into the sections. And so first of all, I'm just going to go to the floor plan and see where these sections are pointing. I can see section X is pointing this way. And so I want to look at section elevation D to get the earth line. And if I click on it and then hold, if it's on suspended groups, then I'd hold shift in and press tab until I get the line. And then control C to copy both of them. The other way to do it is not have that on suspended groups. And that's actually meant to be grouped together. Control G to group it together. And so you can just highlight and press copy, control C, go to section X, control V, and that'll paste it in. And we'll do the same thing for section Y. So I'll go back to the proposed floor plan and just double check which way this is facing. So it's facing this way, so it would be going to elevation C. So I'm highlighting both of those, and I'm just going to control G to group them together, and then I'm going to press control C to copy it. And I'll go to Y section, control V, and that pastes it in. I can see that I haven't copied in that line to go across here, so I just press Alt on that line and then draw another line. They're all on 5, straight line, and I'm going to group it together with the fill. Now that's your ground line in the sections. Now if we go up to layout book and scroll down to BA plans and sections, we can see that this is the sections page and those sections aren't showing up. What I will do is actually just drag that one up and delete this one. For now, just highlight all of those, control D, all those box notes, and just put them off to the side for now. I'll decide which one's relevant later on. And what I can do is go back to view map, and I can highlight section Y and section X and just drag them in. Click on them, click on the black node in the middle, hold shift, go to the center line. That'll center it on the page and then drag it down. Same with this one. And I do like to extend these out just a fraction, just so I can make sure that all those arrow notes are visible when I print the page out. And then I'll click on the edges and I'll bring them in just offset from the floor level and the ceiling level, and I drag this up just about there. Just think it looks better when that's more minimalistic, more neat and tidy. Now, if I click on that and zoom out, then the name, the label's over here. If I click that point, then it gives me an option to drag it. And then I drag it over. I click it again, hold shift to draw on a straight line, and I just line it up the edge of the section. And if I click that point and click this, you can see it says 150 there. It did say 150. So if I just type in 100, that shortens it up. It looks a bit better. Do the same thing with this one. Click this option to drag it. Click there and drag it up. Click 100. Control Z, sorry, that's incorrect. So if I click that and then click this stretch option, then I type in 100 and then press enter. That fixed it. So that's the two sections placed onto the page. And I like to do these so they kind of center of the page. And then I can go back to these notes. This one won't be really relevant because we're on an acreage block. We're not close to the boundary there, so that one's irrelevant. I can bring those two over. This one as well. Drag them to the corner, then I bring them over 5 and take them down 5. Press escape, click on this one, Control D, click there, then bring it down, Control R, hold Shift, press 2. I space them 2 apart and 5 from the edges. And so that's everything for today's tutorial on sections. And obviously every job is a little different, but you've got the main components of how to do the sections. It's just placing in some arrow notes, placing in some text notes for the rooms, placing in some fills for tiles, some line work for joinery, and just to make it look a bit more presentable, and then just copy and pasting the elevation fill and ground line over, placing in some dimensions for the window and ceiling heights. And then just formatting the page, just bringing these sections over and formatting on the page and adding some box notes. And that's the sections. And I hope you've enjoyed today's tutorial. Until next time, goodbye.